Hello everyone, welcome to Vic's Tarot Guidance. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're returning to this channel today. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and also if any of you are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, all the information is available on my website, okay? If the website is not working or if there is a certain problem with it, you can find all the information available by just sending me an email and I will give you all the information, okay? So today we're going to be looking into what does your person see in you right now? How do they perceive you right now? So at the time of watching this video, this is of course a timeless reading, so whenever you're finding this, it's the perfect time to be aligning with these messages. It's going to be a bit of a quick little introduction or a feel into how they perceive you, how they see you at a certain point. We have three groups to choose from today. Group number one here is going to be the Mystical Shaman Oracle card deck. It's this beautiful card deck for group number one, and group number one here is going to be the Snowflake Obsidian crystal. For group number two, we have the beautiful Aqua Aura crystal along with the Archangel Animal Oracle cards over here. And for group number three here, we have the beautiful Aventurine crystal and the Shaman's Dream Oracle over here. Okay? So the timestamps for each individual deck are listed in the description box below this video. Make sure to already scroll down below and hop into your reading. If you feel like you need a bit more time, you can pause the video, take a few deep breaths, drink a bit of water, take that time for yourself to really feel into the energy. As always, you can pick for many different people, different decks for different people, or multiple decks for one person. Whatever you feel guided to do, it's completely fine. Always listen to your intuition. Your intuition is always correct. Your heart and gut feeling is always correct. So listen to that and hop into your reading when you are ready. Hello, group number one. If you have picked this beautiful Snowflake Obsidian crystal, and also if you have picked the Mystical Shaman Oracle over here, this is going to be a reading for today. So let's get into it. We are asking, how does your person currently perceive you? How do they currently see you? Okay, let's get a couple of cards from this one, then move on to the rest of the cards, the decks and the oracle cards. So let's see, for group number one, how do they currently perceive them? How does group number one's person see them, view them at this time, please, Spirit? How do they see them? Wow. The Ancient Ones is coming through. Interesting. Your person sees you as someone very, very wise, very perceptive, someone who is an old soul. So they definitely see you as someone who basically holds the wisdom of generations within you. You are very, very smart. You're very, very wise. Your person might even be asking themselves, how do you know so much? How do you have that knowledge? You might seem like you're too young to have some of the knowledge that you have. So they're like questioning, how do you know that? How do you have that knowledge? Where did you get that? Where did you learn that, Were you just born with it, or what's going on? Maybe she's born with it. Maybe he's born with it. But yeah, they see you as someone who's very perceptive, a very good judge of other people's character as well here. They feel like they can really rely upon you and rely upon your wisdom, your decision making is what's coming through here. Your person really values your opinion. Okay, so what you think about others, they definitely take close to their own heart. They really, really value that. We have the Moon coming through. They also see you as someone who's possessing a great deal of intuition, someone who really follows themselves, follows their own path, also follows, their own guiding star. You are seen as someone who has a lot of feminine energy with the Moon coming through, and someone who sort of follows their own rhythm, someone who goes through life to the beat of their own drum, someone who beats their own drum and follows that sound. So very, very sort of self-reliant here, I'm getting, but also someone who's really surrendered to the universe, almost like, allowing the signs, the messages to come in. You seem like you're really in tune with what's going on in the world. You're really in tune with the energies. You feel like you might be an empath here, definitely. Also, from your person's perspective, they just see you as someone who is very sensitive, who is very perceptive about the energies of other people. Someone who is, again, this is telling me a strong judge of character. So someone who is able to feel into others and to really intuit what they're all about. You're really in tune with your emotions as well. You're very emotional, but also you know how to express yourself emotionally from this person's perspective. They really value your creativity, your insights, your ability to connect to the unconscious realm and sort of bring that into the conscious mind here. They respect your relationship with your family here as well. Okay, so how do they currently see you, Spirit? How do they see group number 1? What else wants to come through here? They see you as very changeable with the moon as well, like you have different things going on at certain points in your life. So interesting. The Jaguar is coming through as a message of someone who has a good move through the physical and higher self realm. So someone who moves through different dimensions with ease. Okay, you are a good let's say journeyer into the unconscious, and you bring with you lessons. The Jaguar is often indicative of someone who is who seamlessly moves through different dimensions, the unconscious, conscious dimension, and so on. You are also very good when it comes to shadow work, and very good when it just comes to doing work on yourself and improving yourself overall. This person sees you as someone who is exceptionally doing very well in the physical world right now. So they feel like you're very successful, or at least that you're doing really, really well at this time here with the middle world. The middle world is like a connector between the higher realms and the lower realms. And I feel like your work, all the work that you have been doing on yourself here, is paying off, and it is visible. This person sees it in the physical world. They see that you have shifted, that you're always shifting, that you're always improving yourself here with this middle world card. They also see you as someone who is growing deep. You're growing your roots, but you're also growing your branches deep towards the sky, deep towards the light. And this is that energy of the Jaguar, being able to go deep inside, internally, connect to your ancestral line, connect to the generational traumas, transmute them, fix them, alchemize them, then also do the same in the upper world. So to connect to the angels, to the spirit, to connect to that surrender and to that guidance, the light guidance. And you are able to sort of seamlessly sort of couple all of that in the physical world. It might be that your person doesn't have the vocabulary that I have just described you here as, but it's the energy. The energy is the same. They see that you are growing, that you are developing strongly. So let's see now what else wants to come through for you. Are you using what are these archetype cards? Completely forgot. Well-known archetypes, I think. So let's see. Spirit for group number 1. What wants to come through here? How do they see them? Okay. They see you as someone who has a lot of love to give with others with this agape. Someone who is agape energy. Someone who is very unconditional with how you give yourself, with how you approach other people. This is not coming through. So very aligned person, very aligned to your own center, very centered as well. They see you as someone who is living from the heart, but also someone who has some higher knowledge they can't fully understand. We have this crone energy here, so definitely, this person sees you as someone who just has that deep knowledge, who is a bit witchy at times as well, someone who gives them the impression that witches still roam this earth, so they they do have strong respect for you, strong respect for your wisdom, for your guidance, for your insights here because of this. They see you as someone who is very steady with the sustainer energy, someone who is very steady in the physical, someone who is responsible, who can be relied upon. Even though you do shift, you don't shift drastically, or not too drastically. This person understands you shifting as femininity, shifting, as water pouring into a glass and pouring into the lake and so on, and pouring into the river. But you do have a sort of certain constancy about yourself with the sustainer energy coming through here. So a certain reliance, certain loyalty. Person sees you as the one. So they might perceive you as the one who is very, very important to them. You have a strong importance in this person's life. They notice you a lot. They notice your opinions a lot. They want to hear from you often. And you seem like you carry a certain strong energy for this person in this lifetime, okay? With the one energy here. You're also coming through as the lover. So with this beautiful swan, this person sees you as someone who is very loyal. Again, monogamy is strongly coming through here with the lover. Someone who wants to have a beautiful, intimate relationship with another person. Someone who is very committed in relationships here. Someone who is very loyal, loving towards their own partner. Someone who lives from the heart. This person finds you and your love, your sweetness, and the way that you approach other people, very, very attractive here with the lover coming through for you. Okay, so let's see now what wants to come through with some tarot. So we're using the Sufi tarot. So let's see, Spirit, for group number 1, what's going on for them here. Okay, we have the 8 of Staves coming through. So they see you as someone who's quite impulsive, quite quick on your feet here. See what else comes through here as a Spirit for group number 1. Let's get a couple of cards out and then just read through the energy. So let's see what else wants to come through here. Okay, we have the 4 of Cups reversed coming through for you guys. Might be that you're not taking some chances that are presenting themselves to you right now. We have Mizan, or the Judgment card, coming through. So your person might be seeing that you might have gone through some difficulty recently, that something has happened to you recently. So let's see, that you are sort of doing some self-reflection right now due to that. Okay, we have the 6 of Cups. So like beautiful, very, very beautiful, gentle, loving energy towards other people. Let's see what's here. And we have the Shaw of Cups, or the King of Cups, coming through as your energy. Okay, again, very powerful energy. The 6 of Staves, or the 6 of Wands, is here on the bottom of the deck. All right. So let's go through all of this. So we have the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Staves here. This feels like you are someone who thinks quickly, who moves quickly through life. With the 8 of Staves, what's coming through is also this person sees you as someone who really enjoys travel, and someone who is very direct, very, very honest with your opinion, with sharing what you think. You're also someone who quickly moves through life, quickly gains different insights, because you already sort of have that good view on things. So you quickly gain insights and quickly move through life, quickly understand things that are going on in your life. With the 6 of Wands here, they also see you as someone who is very victorious, someone who achieves everything they set their mind to do. Okay, you're someone who has strong leadership, whether you work with someone and you sort of have to show leadership qualities or not. This person does see that there are leadership qualities and assertiveness inside of you. They see you as someone who is really worthy of praise and recognition. Okay, like you have a lot of accomplishments and you should reap the rewards of those accomplishments here. They like you to be seen by other people. So that's very interesting. They do like to be seen with you as well. Okay, they feel like you have like a healthy pride, like, it's not like you get your ego bloated if you achieve something. It's rather the opposite, that you really appreciate everything that you have achieved, and you're very sort of humble about it, but not too humble. It's not like you overdo the humbleness, but it's just like you have an appreciation for the things that you achieve, but you're not overdoing it. You're not bloating your ego with it. With the Four of Cups here, we have someone who has the opportunity right now to appreciate sacred gifts. So you definitely have a strong appreciation of the sacred, and you are welcoming the gifts that the sacred brings to you. Okay, you have a great deal of introspection. Okay, so you're very good at introspecting, a self-awareness work here also with the Judgment that's coming through. You are very good at realigning yourself, definitely that sort of shifting with the moon, okay, and reevaluating a situation. You're very good at just thinking on your feet, sort of shifting yourself to what life is calling you to do, or where life is calling you to go. So next here we have the Mizan energy with the Judgment. There's that energy of renewal that's present for you often. You're very good at awakening and going through many different awakenings. I feel like you've gone through a lot. You are just like going through spiritual metamorphosis all the time here, it feels like, and always stepping into your higher self. And then when you step into your higher self, there's a new desire that comes up that sort of invites you to step into the higher self, and so on and so forth. So there's a certain resurrection, letting go of your skin to step into the new skin that's always present here for you. You're always reawakening yourself. You're always discovering more of yourself, and you're always sort of realigning yourself with what you really want. You're always growing, you're always developing from your person's perspective. With the Six of Cups energy, we have this strong bond to childhood, to innocence, to kindness, sentimentality, memories of the past here as well, and healing the inner child within. Okay, so your person sees you as doing that, as someone who takes great care of their inner child, someone who is very, very innocent, joyful, someone who is connected strongly here to their inner child energy, but also someone who is, very, very mature when it comes to their emotions. So you're connected to the inner child, but also you're very mature emotionally with the Shaw of Cups, so the King of Cups here. This one to me is talking about maturity. So your person really sees you as someone very mature, emotionally balanced, someone who has a great deal of compassion to share with themselves and with other people, someone who is in harmony of the heart and the mind, someone who is very spiritually wise, and overall very, very calm. So very calm energy, a very calm person is what this is telling me. Okay, so let's see now what wants to come through with the Arcana of Astrology. We have Libra energy. Okay, someone very balanced, continuing the streak of the King of Cups here. Someone very balanced, someone a little bit flirtatious here. The 10th house is coming through as well here. Someone who is a good worker, someone who is career and achievement oriented. You have that sort of ambition about you, have that drive towards you. We have the last quarter moon coming through. So again, a great deal of balance is what's coming through here. Someone very balanced, someone very wise. A waning crescent moon. Let's get one more card. Then move into this a bit more deeply. We have Pisces, okay. Yeah, so Pisces coming through here with just that energy of emotionality, feeling into your emotions, not shying away from your emotions, not shying away from feeling either, just being very aligned with what is showing up for you and what is coming in your life. With the Libra energy, you are someone who's very diplomatic, balanced, a little bit flirtatious, as I said before, but also overall confident, and someone who works well with others, someone who just overall cooperates well with other people in your life. So then with the 10th house, the 10th house is all about that Capricorn energy of status, of career, as said before, of destiny, of promoting yourself, promotion as well. So almost like ambition, having that sense of wanting to achieve okay, having a certain status. So your person does see you as someone who does value status here. But I also see you as someone who, you know, also really respects social roles, other people's reputation, and someone who doesn't shy away from being in the limelight or being the one who has a lot of attention put upon them. Okay. With the last quarter moon, we have this sense of balance coming through again when, you know, the light and the dark are balanced, and there is a need to release what is blocking or what is holding you back, so you don't have any trouble with really letting go what's holding you back here. And next we have the waning crescent moon, which just comes after the last quarter moon here. So with the waning crescent moon, we have that energy of ending, not being afraid to end, not being afraid to take the final step in the cycle. It represents someone who also isn't afraid to take some time to rest and recuperate themselves, to take some time off, to really take care of themselves here and go with the flow of what your body really needs. So it feels like you're really aligned with that. Again, your person thinks. So here we have the last card then, the Pisces energy. So the fishes, beautiful fishes. That's all about like grace, being emotional, being sometimes a little bit confused or confusing to your person in regards to your emotions. Especially you are someone who is mystical, is what your person wants to say. Someone who is dreamy, reflective, but also sometimes maybe a little bit oversensitive. Okay? So not saying that that's a bad thing, you know, but your person might sometimes perceive you as a little bit too sensitive, is what this is telling me. So I'm just attempting to find some cards, but I am completely unable to find a deck that I want to read for you guys. Or am I? No, there it is. Okay, we're going to use the Sacred Self-Care just as the card of guidance for you guys. So Spirit, please, what wants to come through here for group number 1, please? What wants to be communicated for group number 1? What's the self-care for them? What's the self-care for group number 1 here? Thank you. We have read. So you are invited to read. Take care of yourself through reading a bit more. We have dance. Okay, reading, dancing. Put on some music and dance. And last card, please, soak in a bath. Take some showers. Soak in a bath with some beautiful oils, light incense, light a candle, and massage is on the bottom of the deck for you guys, okay? Thank you so much for connecting. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, group number 1. Hope this was helpful. Hope it gave you some idea what your person sees you as. Let me know in the comment section down below how this video was for you, how you saw things, if it resonates. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. If you want more videos, there's the Patreon link down below. Make sure to join us over there. We have lots of cute, awesome, and joyful videos over there that you can pick from. And with that being said, sending you so much love, so much light. If you want a personal tarot reading, all the information is on my website. And also you can just send me an email if the website doesn't seem to be working, okay? So sending you so much love, so much light. Looking forward to connecting with you in another video. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to reading. If you have picked this beautiful aqua aura crystal, and if you have picked the Archangel animal oracle cards, this is going to be a reading for how do they currently see you. So let's see what this deck has in store for us, what it wants to communicate here. Group number 2, please, Spirit, how does their person currently view them? How do they perceive them? How do they see them? We have the bat, okay, seeing through illusion onto truth. You have X-ray vision is what's coming through for your person. There is no fooling you, there is no deceiving you. They can't run from you. They can't run from the truth when it comes to you. You're quite scary because of that here as well, but also you're a super sweet person. We have sheep here, act with fortitude and cooperation. You're someone who is so good when it comes to working together. You know, you're someone who really is a very good worker when it comes to a group situation, You're someone who is easy to work with, someone who's very cooperative, very insightful, very much sweet, talks from the heart, very gentle, very, very like surrendered to other people here as well. But also you have strong insight, a strong like ability to see the truth here with the bat, you know, seeing through illusions, seeing through the masks of people onto the truth of what is really there, what is really present underneath it all, underneath the masks. You can see the authentic person through it all. Okay, we have the hedgehog. You can also see the vulnerability of people here. We are a strong empath, definitely, you know, but your person just recognizes that there is a certain sensitivity about you here. With hedgehog, you're a magnet for light, love, and joy. So you're coming through as someone very, very joyful, very calm, someone who carries with them a sort of an atmosphere of love, an atmosphere of surrender. You know, you allow people to feel at ease and very, very peaceful around you here. You do have strong boundaries, okay, with the hedgehog there. You are seen as someone who is not to be messed around with, but also you are very, very sweet underneath it all. You have that sweet underbelly. Your eye contact is very, very sweet, is what's coming through here as well. You are overall a very gentle, very, very like loving, gentle soul. Then we have goat, act from your innate wisdom. You always act from your sort of innate gut feeling, from your own intuition. This person really admires that and values that about you here with goat. I really value how strongly you are able to listen to yourself and how deep you are able to really feel into what is right for you, you know, what is the most self-loving act that you can do for yourself and how you can move forward with that. They find you very loving, very exciting to be around, very fun person to be with. We have monkey underneath the deck here. Experience all that life has to offer. So you have this almost like insatiable thirst also to live your life, to be connected to other people. You're very much a person who loves to be connected to others. You're very much, it feels like a people person, but you know, also a little bit introverted. So you're not like a social butterfly type of person, but you definitely really, really value people and like to be around people, like to be sort of connected to people. Is what's coming through here. So what next? Let's take a few of the archetype cards here. With the goat, what's coming through is also like a lot of ambition. I'm feeling into that Capricornian energy, you know, really valuing your career, valuing status is what's coming through here. You like to look good, you like to have a good, successful career as well, you know, so that's definitely a trait or a characteristic that your person feels into whenever they think about you or whenever they connect with you. So group number 2, what else? How do they see you? They see you as someone who is all about epistemology, you know, all about learning about things, learning how things work, what are they, where they are going, and so on. Someone who is very multifaceted, so someone who just has so many different characteristics, someone who's very contrasting with their characteristics. You know, you are like so many people put in one person from this person's perspective. They see you work as a little bit of a chameleon sometimes, sort of really shifting yourself so that you are able to fit into a certain situation or feel into put yourself into situations, put yourself into other people's shoes. Very sensitive, but also very perceptive person, very grounded person in that perception is what this is telling me. Someone who is very curious with gnosis, someone who likes to know the why. You know, why is this the way it is? How does it work? You know, how does it develop? You are very curious person, curious about a lot of things. Might be also that you have a lot of knowledge about certain trivia here is what's coming through, you know, just having like these little trinkets of knowledge that you then sprinkle around everywhere you go. You know, you can be just the type of person who's like, hey, did you know that this is this and that is that? You know, I just read this or the other day, and you're just like sharing your knowledge is what's coming through here. Your person really deeply respects that and honors that. Okay, next we have the thread. With the thread, what's coming through is there is a certain focus, a very strong focus that you have about your life, about where you want to go in your life. You know, it's like you have some type of a strong idea, a strong urge, a strong destiny even of what you want to do in your life, who you want to be and how do you want to live your life. And you're almost like unapologetically asserting that throughout your life. You're really like focused, asserting that this is where I'm going. You're very sure of yourself from your person's perspective, almost like immovable, you know, almost like a mountain in your own energy here. And they really, really do respect that a great deal. Okay. But also it's like, you know, they respect it, but also they are a little bit afraid of that energy, if I'm being quite frank with you, because it indicates someone who is very strong in character, you know, someone who is very much the type of person who is going to rely upon themselves, someone who is quite independent, but, you know, also open to help. But at the same time, someone who is just very strong-minded, you know, you're not someone who they can just, or someone who someone else could just sort of fool into something. You know, you really think with your own head, and you're very perceptive of other people here. So let's see now what else wants to come through here. Spirit, please. Oops. So we have the cave coming through, and we also have the prayer. So your person does see you here as someone who is religious, possibly someone who is spiritual, someone who has a certain trust in the divine, trust in source, someone who has a certain very intimate relationship with source, with the divine, let's say, with God, you know, however you want to put it. If you want to put it in a certain religion, then so it is, you know, or otherwise the person just sees you as someone who is spiritual, someone who trusts in something greater than themselves, someone who follows their intuition through this, and someone who allows their intuition to sort of be in interplay with prayer here, with the God, source, spirit, however you want to put it. You know, this person might think that you're religious, but not religious in the usual sense either. They also see you as a bit of a hermit with the cave, someone very hermit-like, someone who likes to take some time off, someone who is a bit introverted, who after a while of hanging needs to take some rest and sort of just remove themselves from the society or remove themselves from whatever is going on in their lives. Someone who needs like that time to recuperate themselves, to rest and rejuvenate themselves often here with the cave. You're also seen as someone who, you know, just sometimes leaves and then comes back, you know, almost like a little bit of a unicorn person. You know, it's hard to get you to be around all the time. You need to beat your own drum, you know, you need to do things on your own when you feel guided to do that. And you're quite a warrior when it comes to life, when it comes to getting what you want, when it comes to standing up for what you believe in. You're very much someone who is going to, you know, stand up for the things that you really, really value here. Okay, also you're very, very attractive with the nectar is what's coming through here. Very attractive. Almost like magnetic to your person here. So let's see now what comes through with the Sufi Tarot here for group number 2. Spirit, please. Group number 2. Okay. Oh, we have the Two of Cups coming through. Someone who is very, very loving, definitely. Someone who is very connected to their own partner, someone who is very trustworthy, someone who is a very good friend here. So they see you with all of those beautiful traits, someone who is very, you know, there for them. You know, you're seen as someone who is there for this person. The Four of Swords is coming through next. So again, that rest and rejuvenation quality. We have the Hanged Man coming through next with Taslim here. Beautiful, almost like flower of life card of symbol over here. Let's get you one more card for the tarot. So we have here the Four of Cups coming through in the upright position, okay? So interesting. Let's get you one last card. One more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. The Daughter of Swords. Yeah, curiosity, definitely that beautiful curiosity here. These cards are just so big. Can't really fit them all in here. Okay, so let's start off with the Two of Cups, just to go a little bit deeper into it all. With the Two of Cup energy, there is this love that is present in your system at all times. You know, there is this appreciation here that you have for other people, especially your partners, but also like your friends, family, everyone who is in your inner circle. You are very good when it comes to cooperating with others. You're a very balanced, harmonious person internally. You're someone who really values connection, you know, values people, values friendship, marriage as well, and sharing. And also someone who has a great deal of mutual respect towards others. Even if it's just strangers on the street here, it does feel like you deeply value everyone, you know. With the Four of Swords here, this person sees you as someone who tends to get mentally overloaded sometimes and just needs to take some time off to rest and to recuperate. It's almost like you often need to just recharge or take a step back to take some deep rest after strife, or just regroup yourself, recover, and take some time off for yourself. It's like you need to just isolate yourself and go like hermit mode, like I'm going to just take care of myself. I'm just going to really, you know, be with myself right now and, you know, unapologetically do that. That's your vibe. With the Tislim here, or the Hanged Man, we have someone who's very good at letting go of the old beliefs, suspending what you believe in, suspending the old beliefs and stepping into a new story. You are someone who is very surrendered to spirit, you know, with that prayer that's already present with you from before as well. Someone who really trusts in the divine and follows that divine through your own intuition. Very good at breaking patterns. So there's this almost like metamorphosis that your person notices about you often. You're very independent when it comes to just being in a group. Like you're a very good group connector and someone who works well with the group, but also you are very good at independent work and being independent from other people's thoughts, other people's beliefs, and overall what am I even saying? Independent from the flock is what's coming through here. Someone who is really focused on their spiritual growth as well. This person does, however, see you as someone who tends to get a bit bored occasionally or dissatisfied with their own life. Someone who just, you know, has a lot of beauty, but someone who does tend to get a little bit restless occasionally. Someone who likes to sometimes also focus on the negative. Okay, so you do tend to be a little bit pessimistic here from your person's perspective. And just what they notice doesn't have to be true, you know, it's just what is coming through as their perception of you. So someone who is a bit negatively oriented. With the Daughter of Swords, we have someone who is very intellectual, someone who is very curious, you know, with that Gnosis, we already had that. Someone who is very freedom loving as well. There's a certain unconventionality to you, taking action and really enjoying mental pursuits as well, okay? So now let's just look at a couple of the Arcana of Astrology cards. So Spirit, please, for group number 2 here, what is coming through? We have Sagittarius. Okay, yes, that Gnosis energy is searching all the time, searching all your life, knowledge. The Sun, someone who likes to be in the center of attention, someone who likes to be important. Okay, what else is coming through here? 1 or 2 more cards, Spirit, please. Here, thank you. We have Hygieia, okay, someone who is interested in medical things here from your person's perspective. Might also be psychotherapy or just overall work on your own self. Maybe you're a life coach even for some of you. And we have Capricorn coming through as that, you know, status energy. We also have Ceres here, so you're all very motherly as well from your person's perspective. Okay, so more deeply diving into these energies. So with Sagittarius energy, we have someone who is also quite optimistic, overall optimistic, but sometimes you do tend to get a bit pessimistic. That's what is coming through here. So someone who is very much about exploring here, very strongly committed as well to the things that you really value. Okay, someone who has a strong thirst for knowledge here with Sagittarius, but also someone who is, you know, always on the move, always searching for something. What's coming through here is also, you know, that bond to religion or that bond to something greater than yourself. With the Sun here, next thing we have someone who is very joyful, confident in themselves, confident in their own purpose here, along with the Capricornian energy. Okay, and we have someone who is very strong. And again, we have this focus here towards positivity, but also someone who likes to be in the limelight, someone who likes to be appreciated, someone who likes to be seen for your accomplishments, someone who likes to be sort of together and recognized by society, to have that sort of status energy. With Hygieia, what's coming through, as I said before, a certain healing practice or on a drive towards healing others, healing yourself. Here, what's coming through with Hygieia is also, you know, a sense of cleanliness, hygiene, focus on medicine. So you might be very good when it comes to medicine, taking care of others, or also just, you know, like to take care of others, because we also do have Ceres here, which is just overall beautiful motherly energy. But yeah, like taking care of others through wound healing or just emotional healing, spiritual healing as well here with Hygieia. What else? Like focus on health. So you'd like to take care of other people, like to make sure that they're healthy, that they're doing good. You have strong nurturing energy here, definitely. Like almost like that unconditional love is coming through here, but also like a focus on beauty, maybe a bit of a focus on loss and grief with Ceres as well. So that's that energy here of, you know, a little bit maybe of that pessimism, or just maybe you've been through a lot, and so sometimes that does come through even though you're naturally a very joyful person. Okay, with Capricorn we have someone who's strongly determined, okay, someone who is hardworking. They see you as someone who is logical, focused, worthy of respect, and overall very respectable in society. And maybe also someone who is sometimes a little bit callous or insecure here with the Capricorn energy, but overall she's focused on success, respect, and power. Okay, so yeah, that's what's coming through here. You're seen as someone very triumphant and also very ambitious here, you know, someone who has an urge to succeed and someone who is going to succeed. Yeah. So let's just give you the last card of guidance. We are going to look into what sacred self-care can you do for yourself at this time. So what wants to come through as the guidance for you? Group number 2. Spirit, please, what's coming through here? Connect with your ancestors. So take some time off. Connect with the ancestors that are living and the ancestors that have passed. Okay, connect to your lineage here. We have hydrate. Okay, you're invited to drink some water. Group number 2. Randomly, we have this card here that is not part of the deck. Queen of the Light, illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. You are called to celebrate yourself and how far you have come at this time. This is just a random card here. Seems to have gotten mixed in when I was doing the previous readings. So lastly, we have here, write a gratitude list, especially about what you're grateful for about yourself, how deeply you have developed, how far you've come. You're guided to connect with fire, light a candle, or go outside with people and light a fire together to really get into that ancestral vibe, okay? You are invited to do those things. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Thank you so much for sharing your energy. Beautiful group number 2. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. It really helps out this channel. And if you want to check out my videos, more videos on Patreon, you can check that out. The link is in the description box. Would be very happy to see you over there, to join us in the group, in the tribe. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with us. And I'm hoping to connect with you soon in another reading. If you want to book a personal tarot reading, all the information is available on my website. And also you can just send me an email if you want some further clarification or if you want to ask something. Okay, so sending you so much love, so much light, and looking forward to connecting with you again in another video. Bye. Hello, group number 3. If you have picked this Aventurine crystal, and also if you have picked here the beautiful Shaman's Dream Oracle, this is going to be a reading for what they see you as, what they view in you, what they perceive you like, okay? So let's get into it. How does your person view you? Group number 3. So Spirit, please, for group number 3, how does their person see them, view them at this time? How do they view them, please, Spirit? Feels like there's a bit of an unformed opinion. Like they don't exactly know how to place you or where to place you. It feels like they can't quite pigeonhole you. So it is like your person is confused about you, you know, but at the same time they find you quite interesting because they can't place you, they can't stereotype you naturally. Okay, we have the Netcaster here coming through for you, which is all about preparations coming to fruition. So this to me feels like their opinion of you is not yet fully formed. They have a couple of ideas about you here, but it feels like overall, yeah, this person doesn't have a proper opinion of you just yet. Okay, it feels like they're developing their opinion as they go along, but it does feel also like you are the type of person who avoids being put in a hole or put in a specific box. So let's see what else comes through for you. How does this person view them? Group number 3, please. Thank you. We have stranger. Yeah, curiosity. Yeah, definitely. Like your person they're curious about you. They want to get to know you better. But at the same time, they're like, who's that? I don't really know anything about them. You're like an enigma for this person. It feels like here, they might not have known you for a really long time. They just found you very interesting here with the stranger, and you really spiked this person's curiosity, okay? Needless to say, they find themselves to be very curious about you, very curious what you're about. They find your energy, your aura to be quite interesting, very seductive in a way. So let's see now what else. Too many cards are coming through here. We're not taking any of these because there are just too many. So Spirit, for group number 3, what wants to come through here? How do they view them, please? Interesting. We have the root girl, the disowned self. Interesting. This person is recognizing within you a part of their own self that they have disowned, that they have rejected. This might be that you annoy this person in some way, or your actions have annoyed them a little bit here. But also it feels like you represent something to this person. It feels like you represent this aspect of the self that they are not fully in contact with consciously. Okay, so you might trigger your person. That's one way, one part of the spectrum. Or on the other side of the spectrum, we have attraction. Okay, so with curiosity being here, I feel like for most of you, it's going to be like you spike attraction in this person, you spike curiosity in them. For some of you, it might actually be triggering, you know, like you really trigger this person's annoyance, or they just get upset with you in some way, or stuff like that, you know. That is just an indication that is their disowned self sort of showing up through you for them to integrate, for them to become aware of. Okay, so let's see now what else. It feels like you were just strangers who met, and you know, you sort of maybe clashed, or there was an attraction that was formed between the two of you. Maybe for some of you it's even both. Okay, we have dances on one foot here, balancing act. This person also sees you as someone very balanced, as someone who is in touch with their inner self, their inner child here, especially, and someone who is, you know, quite harmonious. It might be that for some of you that triggers them, okay? You feel like you are in touch with nature is what this person feels. We also have lost in space here, needing direction. Yeah, this person's opinion of you overall, it's not formed yet. You know, they have a couple of glimpses, a couple of opinions about you here. But this does feel like it's them projecting onto you what they hold within internally inside of themselves, because they don't know you well enough to be able to have like an informed decision about you just yet. Okay, so that's what's coming through here. Definitely they find you very fiery, very attractive in some sense. You know, you draw this person in a special way, in a way that other people usually don't. So let's see now what wants to come through with. Okay, we're going to use the archetypes first and then move on with the Sufi Tarot. So Spirit, for group number 3 here, how does their person perceive them? How do they view them? How do they see them right now? We have the empty room, yeah. Like their box that this person usually uses to pigeonhole people or to put them in a box, to just claim, like to put a title on them and be like, that's a lawyer, that's a, I don't know, just a person on the street, you know, that's my neighbor. You know, that doesn't seem to be working with you because you don't seem to fit in a stereotype, you don't seem to fit in a box. So they're sort of left grasping for air when it comes to you, when it comes to understanding you. It also feels like you are triggering this person's way of like titling people, putting a title on them or putting a stereotype on them. And it might be that for some of you, this also does trigger your person here a little bit with this root girl. Like you're really putting that way of how they operate within the world to the question, and it's like, oh my god, what am I doing? It's, you know, you're bringing that to their awareness and they're like, oh my god, shit, what is happening? You know, my whole world is being turned upside down a little bit because I don't do things as naturally, or I'm not doing things that I naturally do. We have the prayer here. This person sees you as someone very spiritual, someone who is quite religious in some sense. But again, it feels like they can't quite place your religion. It's not like you're fully Christian, it's not like you're Hindu or Buddhist, you know, it's all of that a little bit, but none of that at the same time. So it's again, it's that confusion. It's like they can't place you into that hole again. Yeah, interesting. Anything else here, Spirit? What would we have here? We have the Bardo. This person feels like there is a deep bond between the two of you. You know, in the, let's say, in the past lives, this person does feel like there's something that bonds you two together, something that is out of this world, something that's out of this physical world that sort of connects the two of you. And that is, again, that triggering energy that's coming through, and that energy of curiosity, that energy that sort of is attractive, that energy that is magnetic between the two of you. They're very curious, they're very interested in you. I just want to let my cat in for a little bit, so I'm just going to be a second, you guys. So, come. Alrighty, so the cat is in the house, so let's get back into it. Yeah, you bring like this openness to your person. You bring new airs to your person, which is something that they're not used to do. And or the energy that they're not used to be in. So it's quite a lot of newness. When it comes to you, there's a lot of newness for this person. We have the Mystic. So yeah, this person does also see you as very wise. Sometimes even as a mystic, you know, like they don't fully understand everything that you say. You seem to be a little bit out there, so they tend to again, when they talk to you, they tend to be grasping for air. You know, they don't fully comprehend what you want to say. At the same time, you're so attractive and you do make certain sense, but also they're like, what are they really saying? What's really going on here? You know, like they're nodding and they're being like, okay, yeah, sure. But at the same time, it's like, what? What's even going on? What do they want me to say? They are not sure if they are interpreting you correctly at all. So there is this confusion here. You know, there's curiosity, there's attraction, there's triggering, and there's confusion when it comes to you, when it comes to just your vibe or your way of existing on this world, because it's so different from what this person is used to. Okay, let's see now, what else? Also, maybe your opinions or your views of the world are or maybe a little bit out there for this person, and so they tend to get a little bit confused over that as well. So let's see now, Spirit, for group number 3 here, how do they view them? So we're using the Sufi tarot now. Let's see now here. We have the 10 of coins. Okay, so they see you as someone very successful, very abundant. Let's get a few more cards. Someone who has a good family dynamic, or someone who gets along with their community and with their family really well. We have the 3 of staffs or the 3 of wands. We have the Taslim or the Hanged Man in reversed. This one might be projecting onto you certain things that they themselves carry. So let's see now what else. We have the 5 of coins coming through, like upright reverse. We're just going to take it upright, but sort of feel into the energy of it and read accordingly. One more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. We have the 7 of staffs or the 7 of wands coming through. We have dervish or the hermit here on the bottom of the deck, which just does indicate again this strong sort of spiritual vibe that you carry internally within yourself for this person. Okay, so with the dervish energy, so with this hermit energy, your person sees you as someone who really values solitude. We also have the Fool underneath the deck. So there is a soul-searching energy about you. There is an energy of wisdom and finding wisdom in quiet introspection. This person sees you as someone who, or views you as someone who meditates, someone who is into contemplative practices, someone who does a lot of self-reflection and is very comfortable with being unconventional, which is something that triggers this person. Okay? So my cat is just playing with me now. So sorry if I'm a bit distracted, you guys. So let's see the 10 of coins over here. The 10 of coins does indicate a sense of security. So they view you as someone very secure, someone who trusts other people, someone who is all about community and building a community, and someone who does have like this air of inner and outer stability, inner and outer abundance. This person overall also views you as someone who is very, very happy in their own life, someone who has family stability, someone who gets along with their family really, really well here. Okay, anything else here? Someone who is quite wealthy. So your person sees you as someone who has a lot of abundance here with the 10 of coins coming through. Next, we have the 3 of staffs. With the 3 of staffs, your person does see you as someone who is an explorer of the unknown, who is very curious about the world. Someone who's very curious about other people's opinions, who likes to learn about other people's opinions, views of the world. So many different cultures might be appealing to you from this person's perspective of you. You are someone who, from this person's perspective, really values freedom, who might really like to have a lot of overseas connections or connections with people all over the world. Someone who likes to travel here as well. Someone who, you know, also has an established strength and a sense of achievement with this card. There is like a strong excitement about you and a forward moving energy that is present within you at all times, right? So sorry if there are any sounds in the background. That's just my kitten playing. Okay. With the Hanged Man here reversed. What is coming through here is the energy of someone who might sometimes be uncomfortable in their own skin. And as I said before, this is basically projecting onto you things that are internal for them. Okay, because your person sees you as the dervish, they also sometimes might see you as someone who isolates themselves, but that might just be, you know, who you are. You might just need rest and to rejuvenate yourself occasionally, but your person sees this sometimes, you know, as though you are not comfortable in your own skin. You know, they might see you as someone who is resisting certain things internally within yourselves here as well. Like maybe you are sacrificing physical comfort for spiritual growth here as well. You know, that's what's coming through here. Sometimes this person sees you as a person who is being consumed by external matters as well. For some of you that is projecting, for some of you that is going to hit home though. You know, this person just feels into things and they just sort of spitball sometimes. It feels like, because they don't fully understand the depth of you, but still I feel like some of these things might be hitting home for you guys. You know, might be like, okay, shit, you know, I couldn't really understand how they can see that internally inside of me, but they do. Now with the 5 of coins, this one's coming through not in upright and neither in reversed. So it's almost like it's indicating that you have been tested. Like this person feels that you have gone through hardship in your life, that you have had to heal your way out of that hardship, that you had to do a lot of recovery and grow spiritually out of any sense of adversity or out of hard times, out of illness, out of, you know, being tested or out of losing faith here. So this person sees you as someone who has had to find their own way in some way, that you have been tested, that you have maybe not had the easiest of lives moving towards this, and maybe this is why you have this spiritual energy about you as well. With the 7 of staffs, with the 7 of wands, we have someone who is sort of having a lot of courage, who has the courage to step up, who has a lot of calmness and contemplation, who is able to remain calm in the midst of a lot of stress or frenzy. Okay, you are someone also from this person's perspective who has a very strong willpower. Someone who likes to protect their own energy, someone who has strong boundaries and is good at upholding those boundaries. And also someone who takes pride in victory over their lower self. Okay, so I feel like some of these things are contradictory, but that's just because your person has this unformed opinion of you. They're just like spitballing things and sort of throwing them around, sort of seeing what lands or what feels the most accurate as a representation or as an understanding of you here. So let's see what wants to come through with the arcana of astrology here. So we have Cancer, we have the 7th house coming through. Okay, Cancer, 7th house here. Let's get a couple of cards out. We have Eros. Okay, there's attraction, yeah. This person finds you deeply interesting, erotic even, but at the same time triggering. So that's fun. We have Aries. Yeah. And we have Venus on the bottom of the deck. So I'm just going to leave it there, Venus, like this. So sorry if I'm covering some of the cards, but you know, my table is just not big enough to cover all of this. So with Cancer we have sort of someone who is very nurturing, someone who again values the home life, someone who values home, someone who might be even a mother, might be just very, very mothering, have that motherly qualities. Someone who is very tender, very protective, receptive of other people, but also someone who might be sometimes a little bit moody with that watery energy, you know. Moody, maybe holding grudges or maybe be even insecure sometimes, okay. Again, it might be that this person has seen that in your interactions. They themselves have felt insecure, so they also projected that on top of you. With the 7th house, we have this beautiful realm of partnerships, which is the Libra quality. The planetary ruler here is Venus, so we have a lot of that attraction, passion going on. They see you as someone who is quite social person, someone who is balanced, again, someone who is very much oriented towards friendships, love, relationships, and connections. They see you as someone who really values that, but someone who is also very desirable with this card. And moving on to Eros with all of that beauty. You know, Eros is the lover energy. It's the erotic love here and passion. So I do feel like this person feels very strong erotic passion towards you, romantic desire and passionate energy. This person is, if you don't mind me saying, turned on by you here. They really desire you. They want to romance you and be in a romantic relationship with you, whether they know it or not fully just yet. They just get ignited by you. Their passions get ignited. They start thinking about sexual activity, being intimate, love, and blending into you, sort of blending with you in love is what's coming through here. So very, very, very powerful energy here. They find you very attractive, but they also find your energy here with Aries, you know, a little bit destructive. Aries is the destroyer of the asteroids, and it sort of indicates karma. It indicates reflection as well, which is what this person is basically dealing with. It's dealing with difficulty, you know, in facing you because you trigger them, and that is that reflective energy of the mirror that the universe is putting in front of this person to sort of really see what else is out there. So it's almost like they have to deal with something that they have been avoiding for a long time. They might be having to deal with certain transgenerational traumas here as well, because through the generations, their family has maybe not faced these things that are coming up for them through you, or that you are reflecting to this person. And now they are forced to face this because at the same time, they feel attraction towards you and they just can't run away from this. You know, you are someone who is very attractive here with Venus. You know, you are like a muse to this person. You are very alluring. You are incredibly, you know, magnetic to them. They just can't get enough of you. You know, you represent that beautiful, like strong, powerful, feminine energy to this person. They're very enchanted by you, you know, almost like they're put under a spell by you here. Sorry about the noises. My cat is just making stuff happen. You know, she is jumping around boxes. So that's what's going on here. Strong attraction, but at the same time triggering, you know, with the intention by spirit to move this person out of their comfort zone, you know, out of their comfort zone through the generations even, because this is a strong generational energy. Okay, so let's give you now some guidance for the road, group number 3. What is the guidance here for group number 3? Spend time with animals. You are invited to go out, spend time with animals, go out in the forest, take a walk. Whatever you feel connects you with nature, connects you with animals here. So lovely that, you know, my cat Michiko is taking such an active part of this reading in the background. And then this card comes through with spending time with animals. So that's really, really lovely. So yeah, be quite active in this way, you know, put action forward to spend time with animals. Animals have important things to teach us often. We have beauty ritual coming through for you next. So take care of yourself, pamper yourself. Do that makeup routine that you have wanted to do, or just, you know, shave yourself in a way that you want to shave yourself. If you're a man, you know, if you want to upkeep your beard, do that. You are guided to do that at this time, to take care of yourself. We have hydrate. Don't forget to drink enough water, my dears. Okay. Hydrate, connect with water, spend some time alone here as well to really reconnect with yourself, to feel what moves you, to feel what guides you. Let's get you 2 more cards here. Yes, so we have energy work, connecting with the chakras, clearing your chakras. You can do this by listening to chakra music as well here. And we have a sweet treat. Give yourself something cute and interesting and good to drink or to eat. okay? Especially with this new year energy, you know, give yourself a bit of a sweet treat. Don't overdo it though, so don't overdo the sweetness, but a little bit is really, really, you know, a beautiful pampering ritual for you. Okay, so thank you so much for connecting. Group number 3. Hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps out this channel a great deal. If you want more videos to check out, you can check out the Patreon link down below. Join us. We have lots of fun over there and have a lot of beautiful content and over there as well. So make sure to join our beautiful tribe on Patreon, and I'll see all of you in the next reading. If you want a personal tarot reading, all the information is on my website, or you can just contact me through my email and I will give you all the information. So much love, so much light, and see you soon. Bye.